want to share with you something that I hope will motivate you to not quit, but to prepare you for the possibilities of what could happen. Not if, but what will happen. From attorneys to banks to processing companies, everyone's looking to take advantage. That this is not about shining a light on these institutions. This is about having the perseverance to stick through something. You can't lose if you don't quit. You're gonna have times when you're not gonna have the support that you think you need, that you think you should have. All these people that you could be around, tons of people. And if you're making money and they're making money, everybody's cool. Everybody's good. The moment something happens where you're not making as much income, that's when you're going to find out who's really with you. The people who you thought would be with you, they may not be with you. It really hurts when you have someone who you trust just totally screw you over. That's stressful by itself. And then the next question is like, what am I going to do? What do I do? All these crazy thoughts run through your head. And then you say, I have a family, I have this, and you have to do the right thing. You have to let it play out. When people become depressed, they harm their bodies. They may eat themselves into depression. They become overweight. They eat the wrong foods that cause all kinds of health concerns. They drink too much alcohol, which causes health concerns, destroying their body. They may smoke too much weed, which causes health concerns. They may take other forms of drugs that cause health concerns. They may stay up too late, which cause health concerns. They distract themselves with too much television, too much entertainment, which is going to have a negative impact as well, because maybe your family is going to suffer as a result of that. You may be short-tempered with your loved ones. There's all these things that happen, but I'm suggesting to you to stay motivated by grounding yourself. Deal with it. Just get through it. It's tough as freak. Journaling can help. That's one thing. Sitting down, meditating can help. If you have to pray, then pray. Yoga, some people pray with their hands, some people pray on their knees, some people pray by moving their body through yoga. Whatever you have to do to go within, you still have to remain focused. You still have to remain calm. You still have to have the ability to think. And if you're drowning or distracting yourself with a ton of entertainment, which I did that as well. Sometimes I was going to bed sometimes at 5 or 6 in the morning on a regular basis and getting up at 8. You cannot function properly on 3 or 4 hours of sleep. When you're going through rough times, I don't care if you're in payment processing, if you're in sales, if you're in operations, someone's screwing you over, let people do what they're going to do. You can't control that. You can only control how you respond. But there's a lesson in there for you. There's a lesson in it for the other person, but it's not necessarily your job all the time to show them. And you can feel hurt. You may feel vengeful. Don't worry about it. As a child, I don't remember the name of the song or exactly how it went, but I remember hearing Murphy's Law, and I always wondered, what the heck is Murphy's Law? And later on, I began to understand Murphy's Law is the law of cause and effect. When you do something, you will pay the price. I don't care how smart the attorney is. I don't care how slick you are and you've gotten away with it. You've burned the body, so to speak, and you've taken the ashes and put them in the ocean. And no one knows what you're going through. No one knows that you got away with it. Maybe some people do, but no one knows what else is happening in your life. The guilt that you have to have on yourself or the other person who's done these duties, you have to stay on the path. You have to stay motivated. And the way you do that is by having targets that you want to hit, having goals that you want to hit. If you want to build a recurring income portfolio of $1 million per month in processing volume so that you can make $15, $20, $30, $100,000 per month in recurring income, then what does that look like? You have $0 here, you have $1 million over here. What do you need to do? You can get one account that does $1 million a month in processing volume. You can get 10 accounts that do $100,000 a month. You can get 20 accounts that does $50,000 per month. You can do that every single month, adding. And you'll be at $1 million. You don't have to cut corners. It doesn't have to happen overnight, but you can get to it. People who have a mission don't have time to think about other people. And when you're really locked in, people have done you wrong, this has happened, that is happening, just stay focused. You're gonna need some self-care. That could be meditation. That could be the yoga. That could be bike riding. That could be spending time with your family. That could be in nature. That could be traveling. That could be journaling. That could be writing. That could be speaking, communicating, teaching. It could be giving back to the community. That could also be focused. It could be a time where you're focused on hitting certain targets, where you want to help your community, where you want to help the church, you want to help the synagogue or the masjid or the temple. Maybe it's your local YMCA, your local community center. Maybe it's just going back helping your family. Sometimes the Most High, the Creator, forces us to refocus because we've been ignoring certain things for so long. So when something happens, pay attention to it. Be in the moment. You think about all the dynasties in this world. They're not all dynasties today. Some of the countries are in ruins. Third world countries. They were dynasties at one time. Some companies were dynasties at one time. They're no longer dynasties. Some people were extremely popular, like at the top of their game. They're no longer anymore. Some people were billionaires. They're no longer billionaires anymore. Some people were the best athletes. They're no longer the best athletes anymore. I can go on and on. I think you get the picture. Don't focus on where they are. Focus on where you want to go. Don't distract yourself. Don't allow yourself to get distracted, because the best revenge is success. Justice will be taken care of one way or another. It may not happen as soon as you want it to. You may not even see it or know about it, but you can believe it will happen. Make sure that you take care of you and your family, your team, your clients, your partners. We have partners that we have to take care of as well, our financial partners. And the only way you can take care of your financial partners and not have them take advantage of you is by doing the right thing for your company, for your family. You take care of you take care of your front door at your company, most of the other things will fall in place. But there are things that you and I can do. We can go within, right? We can center ourselves. Let it all happen. You can't control it, but you got to get through it. You cannot quit. So if you're having an issue at your job, you're having an issue in your relationship, I'm not saying you don't have to go to the job and go crazy and do something that you're going to regret. You don't have to do anything in your relationship that you're going to regret. I'm saying take a step back and center yourself. However you need to center yourself, whether it be through prayer, whether it be through sitting still, whether it be through taking nature walks, exercise, whatever. Center yourself. Go to Amen, which is zero in the ancient tradition that I went through. It represents zero. Zero is nothing. Go to nothing. And then you allow everything that you need to come in.